Hello and thank you for watching. My name is Merginator, and this is the Formula RC Formula 4 League. I'm in Pinnacle now, so this is the very first race in Pinnacle. What's going to happen? What will turn 1 become? I'm in Pinnacle, so we should be very professional and in a straight line. No wrecks, maybe a little touching, but this is Forza 6. We got a big pile up, and I'm trying to just barely creep through. Creeping, oh, and I'm injured. Oh, I'm injured. Great, wonderful, and as a result, I ended up finishing last because I had to pit. Race 2, we are at Sebring Short, and more turn 1 mayhem. I was having, I don't know if it's just the car or what, but I was getting less wrecks in Elite League, in the Elite Division, so I noticed that the back of the pack in Pinnacle is terrible, just terrible. In the top, usually 5, that's where you see the incredibly fast racers, and this race was just a mess. This race was just frustrating, and I think it was the first 5 races that were atrocious, and there's wrecks on every turn, and I'm going way wide here, exceeding track limitation because I couldn't see beyond the smoke, and I was just going way around that guy. But I'm now down into 19th after a perfect turn. Looky me. Going down the long back stretch. Trying to make some time up. See if I can catch up here. Especially after that terrible Road America race I just had. And I have TCS on. And I don't use it all of the time. I use it back and forth. I've noticed that I haven't encountered a rain race yet, so I haven't had a race in the rain, and obviously no night racing because this has no headlights. But I'm now down to the 13th after passing a whole bunch of people after the long right-hander and passing the straight, or the start-finish line. And one thing I want to point out is this guy right in front of me, the BRT Ricardo BR. He is, at this moment, as this race was being raced, he was in first, way ahead. I think he's in second on the leaderboard now, but he has well over 100,000 points after 1 day of racing. But look at this, and he's just going to cut. Blatantly cut, which gives him a great accelerating point to pass people on this straightaway. And then on the very next lap, he does it again, just to get ahead of people. Look at that. He cut ahead of 4 cars right there. I hope ESL, I finished 9th there. I hope ESL or Turn 10 does something, because that was atrocious. If you're that high on the leaderboard and you're cutting, then you should be DQ'd, because that was god-awful. I started kind of in the back there. Got Mr. Guy here just kind of going in front of me. Lots of contact, but I ended up going out of Turn 1 in 8th place, so a decent turn of events for me. Dropped down to 9th after he had a better turnaround there. And so this is Nürburgring GP. I've noticed even with the wings and open wheel racing, people will just hit. People are just atrocious at driving this car. I don't know if it's just how the car handles, or if people are just really wanting the Porsche DLC. But it's really bad. The driving is really bad with this league this week. Once I break away from the morons and I have a chance to just kind of race with some decent racers, I have a lot of fun. But it seems like there's a few bad apples in the bunch, and yes, it does spoil the whole basket because it just ends up pissing me off royally. 3 wide coming out of the hairpin on Nürburgring, and that wasn't going to last long. Now I'm down into 8th. Smoke everywhere. We got ORC Markovic taking the inside line, but he's not going to lunge. And I'm really cautious right there because I thought he was going to lunge or just straight up hit me. There's smoke everywhere. People are kicking up smoke. And I don't know if this race I'm using TCS or not, but I have turned it off because I felt like on some tracks it was just really slowing me down. So it's still a really super lightweight car, and you will slide out, but just learn how to counter the oversteer and the high wheel spin. And you should do well. Got some carnage there. Up into 5th. This is probably my best race of day one. I think I finished really well after on another race. I think it was like 7th. But this one, passing for 4th. But on this one, I have a terrible line. I'm going too slow. So you got Mr. Puff here passing me for 4th place. And on the very last chicane, we have some drama here as Sir Marcos spins out. And I'm claimed 4th place, so I'm able to finish 4th in this race. And that was, considering I was dropped down to 21st out of 22 before the first turn, I was very pleased with that. So thank you for watching. What are your thoughts on this car? I have a love-hate situation with it. I enjoy driving it, but I also hate this car at the same time. It's weird. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.